Have you ever felt invisible? Like, no matter how hard you try, nobody notices you. Your colleague do not understand you. Your confidence keep breaking and you start believing that maybe you are the problem. Well, that's exactly why this book surprised me. Because what started as a simple story about an insecure girl slowly turned into one of the most relatable journey about self-worth, friendship, workplace struggles, kindness, and personal growth that I have read in a long time. So today I'm talking about the book One Year by Sweta, and trust me, this is not just a story, it's a journey. This story follows Megha, a young girl who struggles with confidence and constantly compares herself to others. She believes people ignore her because of the way she looks. She feels invisible at work, disconnected from people around her, and trapped inside her own negative thoughts. And honestly, one thing I immediately loved about this book was how real Megha felt. She is not perfect. She overthinks. She makes wrong assumptions. She doubts herself. She seeks validation. And that's exactly what makes her relatable. Soon, Megha meets Rinku, and from that moment, the story begins to change. If I had to describe Rinku in one sentence, I would say she is the heart of this story. Instead of feeling sorry for Megha, she helped her see herself differently. Through small exercises, positive habits, and honest conversations, she slowly helps Megha rebuild her confidence. And one of my favorite things about this book is that it does not offer magical solutions. It reminds us that growth happens through small daily actions. The friendship between Megha and Rinku was honestly my favorite part of the entire story. In many books, friendship exists only to support romance, but here, friendship is this story. They support each other during heartbreaks, career struggles, emotional breakdowns, and moments of self doubts. Their bond felt genuine, realistic, and incredibly heartwarming, and I think many readers will find themselves wishing they had a friend like Rinku. Another aspect that really stood out was the workplace storyline. The author captures office politics, communication issues, misunderstandings, difficult managers, and toxic work environment in a very realistic way. There were moments where I genuinely felt frustrated for Megha, especially when she starts questioning herself because of constant criticism and pressure. What makes this storyline powerful is that it shows how workplace stress does not stay in the office. It affects your confidence, relationships, health, and overall your happiness. And I think a lot of working professionals will relate to that. Now let's talk about one of the most inspiring parts of the book, the kindness project. What starts as a simple idea slowly grows into something meaningful. And through this journey, the book delivers one of its strongest messages. Small acts of kindness matters. You never know whose day you are improving, whose confidence you are rebuilding, or whose life you are impacting. I loved how naturally this theme was woven into this story. It never felt forced. It simply became a part of the character's growth. One thing I appreciated about this book is that every major character evolves. Megha grows, Rinku grows. Every character that initially seems frustrating become more complex as the story progresses. The book constantly reminds us that people are not always what they appear to be. Sometimes our perspective changes before the person does, and that's a very mature message. This book taught me several things. First, confidence is not something you suddenly discover, it's something you build. Second, true friendship can help you survive some of life's toughest moments. Third, kindness is more powerful than we often realize. And finally, not every difficult person in our lives is necessarily a villain. Sometimes growth comes from situations we never wanted to experience. Without giving any major spoilers, I want to say that I really liked the ending. It was not dramatic. It was not unrealistic. It was mature. Instead of focusing on revenge, the story focuses on understanding, growth, self awareness, and moving forward. Overall, this book is much more than a story about one girl. It's about confidence. It's about friendship. It's about emotional resilience. It's about kindness. And it's about finding your worth even when life keeps testing you. I genuinely enjoyed this journey and appreciate the effort and heart that author Sweta has put into creating these characters and their world. If you enjoy character driven stories with meaningful life lessons, relatable struggles, emotional growth, and strong friendship, then this is definitely worth reading. Go and grab this book, One Year by Sweta. Thank you.